So now we're going to talk about the design library on your machine. This is going to give you what we call breadcrumbs of where I'm at. So right now I'm in the file folders and we're looking at files within that file. So I have fonts. These could be some designs that come with the machine. These would be my favorite ones. So let's go ahead and touch on ABC. I have 7 different fonts in this machine. Now if I want to go back up a level, I go back to my breadcrumbs and I touch that file folder. Don't use a sharp object to touch the screen. You will damage it. Either use your finger or the stylus that came with your machine. Take a look at the butterfly ones. And as you can see, there are subfolders within here. And there's actually more than the 8. I can scroll up or down. Let's have us go into folder 4. And I have all kinds of cute little designs for babies and little guys. So the Berninas come with a nice selection of built-in designs. Now if we look up at where our breadcrumbs are, it tells me that I'm in designs and I'm in a subfolder. The 3 dots means there's more. So let's go back up a directory, and now I'm back here. I don't believe there's anything in the favorites other than a straight line. Now, most of our designs we purchase on a CD or a USB stick. And the nice thing about this is that you can transfer them onto your USB stick, and I would just hit USB sign. Okay, so let's talk about designs on the USB stick. I do have one in here. I'm just going to go ahead and touch the USB. Now I also teach advanced embroidery designs here at my sewing room, and this is one of my students' USB sticks. Let's go into the Bernina. I have a couple of designs that are in here. These are some of the ones we're going to practice. So let's talk about embroidery files. On a Bernina, typically your embroidery design is the name .ex. Now every embroidery file for Bernina has 2 files associated. One is a .bmp, and that's the picture file. It's a bitmap. And the 3rd file they have is a .inf. That's the information. That's actually telling you what colors design will be. If you've ever moved or copied a design onto a USB stick, only just the EXP, and then you plug it into your machine, you're going, I don't see any colors. I have no idea what colors to stitch out. That's because you did not copy over the .inf or the .bmp. More importantly is the .inf. So whenever you're copying over your files for your Bernina, make sure you have all 3 files. The wonderful thing about a Bernina embroidery machine is that it can read other formats. It can read a .pes, which is a brother extension, a .pec, a .jef, and a .dst. This is located on your page 9 of your workbook. So we're going to select our first design here. We're going to pick number 5, apple. Now it brings it up. So now it's giving me some information here. Up in the top here is the tension of my machine. Here is the foot I have on here. I tapped on that. I could change it to a different foot, but because it's a Bernina, it knows that I'm using the 26. It knows that I have the medium embroidery hoop on, but you could change it there if you wanted. The next one is my stitch plate that I am using, and I'm using just a singular needle. Obviously, I could never use a twin needle or a triple needle on embroidery because I have the single stitch plate on. I would break my needles. This one down here is for my feed dogs, and my feed dogs are down because I'm embroidering. The arm of the machine moves the fabric, not the feed dogs, like regular sewing. I can just X out of that. Last one is my bobbin, and it shows me how to thread my bobbin. Just bringing up a little video, I can just stop that whenever I need.